just gonna read every letter I write to a camera now, because I've got some good ideas, and I think people think I'm a robot or something. I don't know. This one is to Brian Boone at CAA, who is Charlie Day's manager, agent, somebody like that. I just sent this email to him, where I said, "Hello, Brian. I would like to speak to Charlie Day, please. My life seems to have slipped into a hellish Always Sunny episode, and I am devastated that I am not getting paid to put this shit on TV. Long story short, I wrote a fan letter to Leonardo DiCaprio when I was 12 years old. That kind of fucked him up for life. And Leo's been talking to me for over a year and a half, and we haven't met in person. Everyone in every situation should ask themselves, are you the Charlie or the Dennis?" Earlier this year, Scorsese was badgering Leo into trying to make me commit some kind of fraud, or I don't know what, but Leo wasn't in on it. I got a check for $45K that may have been from Danny DeVito, but it didn't clear, which is sad because my kitchen sink was overflowing for 6 months. But I actually appreciate it. Danny blew up whatever scam Scorsese was trying to pull. I think I'll take my business elsewhere. I had written a letter to Danny where I held back my Always Sunny idea because I didn't want it to seem like I was selling sex. Something Scorsese seems highly opposed to me doing, despite making Leo have sex on camera in The Wolf of Wall Street, which he told me he was very uncomfortable with. Just saying. And also, people don't often get that skinny in movies like that without cocaine. Joaquin did too, for Joker. I'd love to play Frank's new wife, who has her own money and loves him for who he is. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'd do a love scene with Danny DeVito before Mel Gibson any day. The rest of the gang doesn't trust her until their mommy issues kick in, and one by one, they end up crying into her cleavage and then going down on her. I'd love Leo to play Mac's boyfriend, and Brad Pitt, as himself, goes on a date with Dee, and no one gives a shit, and she's all obsessed with getting them to notice, and his feelings are hurt. Here's a playlist. Dennis loses his mind that Frank has an attractive woman in love with him and starts thinking he's gay. Who, Dennis or Frank? Let's find out. Something like that. What's Charlie doing? Fixing a sink. And I show up and call a plumber, and suddenly we're best friends. Also, she cooks delicious food with drugs in it. Wheat butter pasta and psilocybin mushroom meatballs. I have mastered these recipes in real life, too. Let's also make her a spy. Why the fuck not? Y'all can jump in anytime now. Charlie made me ugly cry when he was sobbing into his dad's body bag. I've never cried harder at a TV show. He's like screaming, "You never picked me up from school." Ouch. Oh my God, my heart still aches from that performance. I'm being as honest as I know how to be right now. The gang rescues him in the end. Uplifting and encouraging. Could have done without the monkey thing. And I don't care how we work this into the episode, but I must reenact the scene from the Charlie Chaplin's The Kid, where they're like throwing rocks at the windows, because he's walking around with the glass, repairing windows to make money. There's a link. Anyway, there are literally stalkers after me, and I think they all think they're Charlie. That makes him their leader? I'll take it. Please see my previous video for a little bit more backstory. Forward this message to Charlie Day and let me know what you think. Thank you, Kristen Grady.